I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco. This week, we're going to be talking about the Scared Sober Haunted House happening this Halloween weekend here in Waco. And today, I have a special guest with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tobin. I am the secretary for the board of Sunshine Recovery House.
All right, awesome. And are you a local Wacoan, or what brought you to Waco?
I am not. I'm a transplant. I moved here 16 years ago, and God brought me to Waco.
That's super amazing.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working for Sunshine Recovery House?
I have been on the board since its inception, since 2018. So
that's super amazing. And what are some of the things that you guys do?
We serve women in the early stages of recovery. We provide them a house to live in. They pay rent, and it's just a safe, affordable living for them transitioning out of rehab before they go home, before they get their kids back. It's just a safe place to start the rebuild of their lives.
Yeah, and that's super amazing. And that's what this event is going for this weekend, Too Fun, correct?
Correct. Every penny that's made will go back into Sunshine Recovery House. We're actually holding it in our house that we purchased last year. And we had the haunted house last year, but we thought it would be renovated or occupied by this time, or under renovation and or occupied by this time this year, so we didn't hold out much hope of it working out to do it again. But since COVID and things happening, the house is still empty, so we just decided to do it again. I got the Scare crew together and some amazing volunteers, and we put it back together. And so it probably won't happen in this location next year, but we have a backup. I mean, it won't. It will not happen in this location next year because we will be occupied by the end of the month. Is the plan. And we put off a lot of those renovation plans. We're just going to go ahead and move in our ladies in. We're going to do some work, but it was livable a year ago when we bought it, so we're going to go ahead and just fix it up as best we can and just get those ladies in there so we can triple our beds.
That's super amazing. And where are you guys currently located at?
708 North 15th Street, North 15th. If you don't put in North, you're going to hit Cesar Chavez Middle School. So, yeah.
All right, awesome. And what is some things that we can see at the haunted house?
Well, each room is themed. It's Scared Sober. So each room is themed around sobriety, kind of, with a stretch of the imagination. Addiction spins a web of lies. You live in just lie after lie after lie. If you're living with addiction, you lie to yourself, you lie to your parents, you lie to your kids, your spouse. So the first room is a web of lies. You also walk through darkness when you're in addiction. So there's a dark, creepy room, draped maze of darkness. And then there's some alternate reality rooms. So yeah, it's about 8 rooms of fun.
That sounds a little spooky. And are you guys going to be selling tickets, or is it by donation?
We have a $5 suggested donation, but we'll certainly take less, and we'll gladly take more. And we do have a code to tone it down for younger. I don't recommend if your child has nightmares or bad dreams to bring them through, but if they can handle Freddy Krueger, come on in. No, but we can tone it down. I mean, we had a mom last year who brought a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old, and she says, I heard you had a code to tone it down. I guess, ma'am, we can do that. And they went through, and they came back out, and she said, they weren't scared enough. Can they go back through? I said, certainly. Turn up the heat. Same house, same kids, 10 minutes apart. They came out shaking and laughing. That was so intense. So we can tone it up, or we can tone it down.
That's super amazing. And what are some other events and activities that you guys have had?
We were going to have the brouhaha last year, in March, and it got canceled because of COVID. We've had some profit sharing with other businesses in town, but our main source of income right now is Unshakable Milkshakes in Union Hall. That is our social enterprise. We employ some of the women in the house and some college students, and every bit of the proceeds from there goes back into Sunshine Recovery House.
That's super amazing. And what's your favorite milkshake?
Right now it's the Smashing Pumpkin.
And what is in it? I need to know.
Need to know. Well, pumpkin spice, of course, and pumpkin and bluebell vanilla ice cream, and candy corn if you like them, and whipped cream, and cinnamon, of course.
That sounds absolutely amazing.
It is.
And I do like to ask this question. So, whenever all this is over, what would you like to see in the Waco community?
What would I like to see in the Waco community? Less traffic.
Well, yes, of course.
I don't know. Just more of the light of Jesus. That's what we're doing. We're shining. It's Scared Sober, and Halloween is a dark holiday, but we're trying to shine some light on addiction and sobriety and just more sober people.
Of course. And that's an amazing message. And I'm sure the Waco community has really been blessed by you guys. And to wrap up this spooky episode, it's time for a spooky joke. Are you ready?
Sure.
Why didn't the skeleton ask his girlfriend to the Halloween ball?
I don't know.
He didn't have the guts to do it.
Cool.
And that's it for this Halloween weekend, so go out and be spooky, Waco, and have fun. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go! Just go, Waco!
This has been Rogue Media Network Podcast.